Greetings, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. I like to think that I know what I'm talking about. Now, for the record, that doesn't mean I know what I'm talking about. I can think I know what I'm talking about and still be very, very, sometimes embarrassingly wrong. But I'm not even going to pretend to know what I'm talking about in this video because I am clueless. I have no explanation for this. So, yesterday, and by yesterday I mean 2 days ago, technically Wednesday, we had reports into the channel on the forums that we had compensation go out to certain people that they couldn't claim. And it was this message. There was unfortunately a bug node for threat levels 3 to 5 of the Mojos Choice side quest, which, by the way, this was in January, if you can remember that, which increased the challenge of one of the paths higher than intended. As this may have prevented or hampered attempts to explore the side quest, we are sending corrected rewards. Now, I remember the path well. I needed 0 units or items to beat it, but I did get knocked out in some of my champions. But I brought in a good combination of 5. By the end of it, I got it down. I did not receive this message on Wednesday, and so I just assumed I wasn't getting it at all. And the line that says these rewards have been calculated according to attempted exploration of these paths and tuned as per the threat level made 0 sense to me. That made it sound like the reason why I didn't get the compensation was because I didn't need any more attempts to explore the paths. And remember, in January, unlike in February, these things weren't ticketed. You could go back in as many times as you wanted and just burn a small amount of energy. And so my advice, especially during these really difficult or more than they should have been difficult weeks, were to just practice. And maybe you're going to burn 2 to 5 energy, but so be it. The worst path, for sure, that was bugged was the Havoc path. Those of you watching this, I know some of you remember the Havoc I'm talking about. It was just total BS. It was a unit drainer, and I would always lose at best 1 champion, but usually 2 to that Havoc. Well, we know now that this is a message on my game account. And yes, I've been Paragon since it was possible, which was like around May of 2022. But I got what I think was the maximum rewards, even though I used 0 items and 0 units. I got the fully formed Tier 5 Class Catalyst Crystal. I got the 6,500 6-star shards. I got the Mountain Selector, which I chose the 3,000 6-star shards over a Mythic Crystal. I was most excited about adding what turned out to be 6 more SIGs to my newest rank 4 6-star, Absorbing Man. And then, of course, there was over 1 million gold, etc. But when I checked my messages late Thursday night, I did not see what I thought I would see. And I don't have an explanation for it, but we're going to pull up the photos. So I've got some players who claim to be just like me. Paragon players who actually used items in the quest to defeat threat level 5. Now, personally, if the threat is attempted, I don't think progression level should matter because it's the same difficulty regardless of progression level. But Kabam might feel differently because this was one of the messages. 8 5-star 6 stones, no 6-star 6 stones, 1,000 6-star shards, 2,500 5-star shards, 250,000 gold, and 2 tier 4 class catalysts that aren't even selectors. One word, ouch. I would say this is the minimum package that was sent out, and my goodness, is it bad. Compare that, and here's the Mojos Choice correction. By the way, this is for a level 60 summoner, right? Compare this to This, ironically, the summoner was watching a video from yours truly about the Mojos Choice correction and got his Mojos Choice correction, which is certainly better than the one we saw previously. It's got 4,000 6-star shards instead of 1,000. No 5-star shards in this one, which is not a big deal. A fully formed Tier 5 Class Catalyst Crystal. Not the plus 5 6-star generic 6-stone and not the million gold. Still get the 6-star 6-stone crystals, and I guess most importantly, the 100% Tier 5 Class Catalyst Crystal. But I don't know why. If you had the same number of attempts that I did, that you didn't get the same rewards. I guess in theory it is progression based, but it shouldn't be. We haven't ever seen anything like this. And look, I am honored, blessed, thankful for the rewards I got because they really help. But I'm also angry for those of you that got shafted. I can't explain it. I just know it happened, and I promised I would cover it in a video. If you're watching this video on my channel now, well, I'm covering it. I anticipate this is the last video I have to make on this, but it feels like every time I've thought I've said everything that needs to be said, I get messages from people like, Prof, you haven't even covered this angle. What's wrong with you? I'm like, I'm sorry. I'll cover it now. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.